All right, my Land Cruiser friends, this is Cruising the Land, and here's my weekend hack for you. So, recently I did a video on this Delta and comparing it to a Wits End Specky barrier. And on this one, as you know, it's kind of pricey because you got to buy the bracket. The bracket alone is 65 bucks for black powder coated and shipped. And then I bought the barrier. So those have to go together, and the barrier is $435. So that's 500 bucks plus shipping. So I refrained from buying their $385 upper, which goes across, ceiling rack. And was thinking, took a measurement. It's just under 48 inches going from edge to edge, right? So I'm at Home Depot, then I go to Lowe's, and I find this. This is a Rubbermaid shelf, storage shelf, you know, that has the L brackets in your closet wall, and then you just hook these on. Well, love it because I like the color. I was hoping for black. I didn't want chrome because I'm going to show you a chrome alternative from Intermetro shelving. If you prefer something that's a little bit different with a kind of like a basket all around, this is just going to protect my rear passengers. It's going to be open in the rear. But what I'm putting up there is lightweight stuff, like this blanket here, for instance. But check it out, fits like a glove, and then I'll show you the other rack you can do. So one hand, because this is super light, and just gonna line it up on one side, the other side, and presto, in she goes. And what's cool about this is, look at the sizing, how perfect it is. It lines up right at the end, right there, and it lines up perfectly here. Check that out. So to me, super clean. I don't mind that it's a different color. I do like that kind of gray. That's not chrome, that's not silver, that is coated. So it's nice finish. Kind of goes with my interior, and it separates it from the Delta, you know, because it's different. But I will load that up here in a second. By the way, here is when I did my comparison video. The problem here with the Wits End Specky, if they even have it in stock, is you're way up here, right? The Delta, their bracket's lower, and obviously you have more distance, right? So that's gonna fit the 48. This isn't. This is gonna be more like a 46. So this one, I didn't feel like trying to do something. I don't need a ceiling one in this truck because I don't have, you know, the lower platform. So got plenty of space in this vehicle. But, you know, if you're thinking about the ceiling, Wits End might not be the way to go. Delta might be, and unless you have just deep pockets, you can splurge for theirs. Or, oh yeah, I didn't tell you price. This was 16 bucks at Lowe's, Rubbermaid. So it's 48 inches by, I think it's 18 inches deep. So I cut there, see right there? I did have to cut it off. Just that nib. This one I didn't. So it comes like that. It has that little protruding, and the other side I cut it right to that first rail. One more look. So I did cut it. So just have handy your good old Sawzall. Well, it just takes a minute, and then I just kind of dremeled it just to make it a soft edge because I didn't want to scratch my $65 Delta brackets. And if you want to do your own bracket, look at it. Look at that. It's not just an L bracket. You got to have some angles there. So to me, $385 for the Delta ceiling or the do-it-yourself Rubbermaid rack. I'll put this up in a second. And then I'm going to, instead of bolting it down and just making this project last longer than needed, I'm going to zip tie it because there's a couple holes, and I'm going to put probably 2 on the side, 2 in the front, 1 in the middle. And let me show you real quick the other option. And this option is expensive too. You can buy, so see these shelving units, and you flip it upside down, and this actually fits, no cutting needed, because it's not 48 inches. It's like 47.8 or something to the edge, to that edge. So I didn't want to put chrome. You can get this in black. I looked at Amazon, and it was anywhere from $45 to $65. I felt, and then, you know, on this one, you're going to have this piece because this will be facing up. You're going to flip this around. So this is your kind of like your basket. So I prefer just to go with that Rubbermaid. At Lowe's, 16 bucks. I could buy 3 for the price of 1 Intermetro. So you just look up Intermetro 48. They still say 48 inch, but it truly is 47 and a fraction, so it does fit. So let me zip tie it and get this thing going. Oh yeah, my tool roll. I put this in the video because people were asking me about that. I'll put a link. This thing's awesome, and sometimes they have awesome sales, so all your tools can go in, you roll it up, hence tool roll, and there you go. So if this thing's empty, I could put it up there. But if it gets too heavy, I mean, you don't want to be storing like massive recovery gear and heavy stuff. This is more for, you know, the ladies' campfire blanket and pillow and just light stuff, TP and Scott towels. All right, let me zip tie it and we'll check it here in a second. Okay, and presto, I only needed 4 zip ties, and look at that. So this, you know, if this slides out the back, I doubt it will. It's tucked in there nice. You could go for a longer one. This one I found was perfect, and check that out. Like, I'm shaking it hard here, so that's not gonna rattle. Should be perfect. 4 zip ties. This is your weekend project done in 8 minutes or less. Let me see if I've got my packaging here. Hang on. Yeah, and there it is. So it's the Rubbermaid fast track rail and holds up to 350, but I would not put 350 because of the handles there. And this is, yeah, they say 4 feet, so 48 inches by 16 inches. So that one's 16. You could do the 48 by 24 if you need more space, but for me, it's just for some lightweight stuff, couple blankets, bedding if you know, I'm traveling and using this platform. But there you have it, folks. 16 bucks sure beats 385, and it's clean, and it's, you know, the black heavy duty Delta to me is just, I don't know, it's too much up there. You know, your ceiling light, airy, see what you got up there. So to me, that is just a clean, simple solution, and it's super light. I don't even know how much this thing weighs. I don't think they have it on the packaging, but you saw I was just installing it with one hand and one hand on the camera. All right, well, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a comparison with Otis, the FZJ80, compared to Black Mamba that we just installed the ceiling rack, which is a diesel. So I'm going to let you know my experience between diesel and gas. And then that cover, that's not a Land Cruiser cover. So I have a video coming up where I'll have a couple covers to share with you guys. If you got gear, front bar, rear, want to cover it all or not, and just have it tuck behind the truck and not the rear tire. I'll show you both options, and believe it or not, you can get these as low as 99 bucks, sometimes less when they're on sale. So totally worth it. Keep, you know, once your truck is clean after being on the trail, get all that dust washed off, you want to keep it clean for the next weekend. And if you're like me, they don't fit in your garage, so you got to cover them. So just a simple solution, keep your truck clean on non-trail weekends. All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Happy trails, and like the video, subscribe. Hopefully this helped you with the ceiling hack, and keep, you know, that extra cash for other off-road accessories. As you know, we all have to convince our wives that we need this one. No brainer. You don't even have to report this one at 16 bucks. It definitely flies under the radar on your overland budget. All right, thanks for tuning in. Until next time.